Hey, Shalom Markins, Rakam Makapashim, Jim is London, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Chakwadash. Want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the hopeful that's pushing his truth in all sincerity. Yeah, man, I just wanted to do a little additional video based on the last one with the whole gender neutral God thing that they've been discussing in these Catholic churches, man. You know, because I remembered something afterwards. Because as I was reading it, right, all this gender neutral stuff and you know or wanting to change the 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 pronouns to she or whatever, man. Right, all this madness, right? Okay, really. You're this starting to sound like more like Baphomet, man, that you're starting to worship in these churches, which is, all these Christian churches are full of idols anyway, from the Pope, and wearing the head of Dagon on their heads, the hats and all that kind of business, and sun worship. There's a whole bunch of idols in these churches, man. Even down to Jesus Christ, okay, because that image of the Lord is not found in the scriptures at all, right? It's just another idol that these people out here blindly worship. All right, and now you wanting to change the Most High into a woman or into something, gender neutral, just because it fits. I was gonna say social norms, man, but it's still fucking normal, all right? But it shows the agenda, the social agenda of today, right? That's why you're doing it, right? To add to the corruption of this place, of the people, all right? So let me just read a little bit about Baphomet, right? Just a tiny bit. Right, and it talks about the Knights Templar stuff, man. I don't know nothing about that because, like it says here, it says allegedly, but you know what I want to get into the meat and potatoes, like I said last time, right? So Baphomet is a deity allegedly worshipped by the Knights Templar. The subsequent came incorporated into various occult and Western esoteric traditions. So I'm gonna jump down to this highlight part here. Right, it says Baphomet is a symbol of balance in various occult and mystical traditions, the origin from which occultists have attempted to link with the Gnostics and Templars, although occasionally purported to be a deity or a demon. It says that since 1856, the name Baphomet has been associated with the Sabbatic goat, image drawn by Eliphas Levi, small hat, yeah. It always seems to be these guys that are up into this stuff, man. This crazy ass demonic shit. All right, they're meant to be, God's people, right? It says composed of binary elements. They like to throw that term around as well. The binaries, and or people could be anything. There's a thousand different, or I'm non-binary. I'm this. I'm that, and they throw around these terms a lot, right? And binary is just zeros and ones. Basically, there's only ones and zeros, right? So again, male and female is put as a one and zero, whatever, right? And when people say they're non-binary, they don't stick to the norm, the traditional norm of being a male or female. They describe or identify themselves as something else. What that is exactly, I'm sure they don't even know. But that's what's been going on right now in this crazy ass world we're living in, right? Representing the symbolization of the equilibrium of opposites, half human, half animal, right? Male and female, right? So this idol is both, or you can look at it on the other side as not as neither, right? And this is what is being pushed in, like, oh yeah, God can be anything. It could be a woman, it could be a man, it could be neither, it could be anything, you know. So we're gonna take out all these terms of he and father and all this stuff because God is anything, right? You're just being transferred over a different mindset of worshiping idols, man. You're being taken further away from the Heavenly Father, even though in these Christian churches you're far removed anyway because you don't understand the scriptures anyhow. But it's just getting more and more demonic with it, you know. It's half human, half animal, male and female, good and evil, etc. Levi's intention was to symbolize his concept of balance, with Baphomet representing the goal of perfect social order. So what's going on out here, man? There's an agenda out here, a social agenda, right? To create this perfect social order. And that's why you get a whole bunch of androgynous beings right now, androgynous, you know, all this whole LGBT stuff that's going on, right? You got a whole bunch of this going on right now because this is the goal of what Esau would believes as, or these elites believe as, the perfect social order. And that's why you're having to conform or convert, you know, God into a woman, or gender neutral or whatever, because it's part of this social goal that these elites are pushing at. The acceptance of flamers and these rug munchers and that kind of stuff, and the whole transformer community and all of that, man. It's all part of this social agenda that they're pushing on the earth right now for the goal, the perfect social order, right? Which is symbolized by this this guy, this dude, whatever you want to call this demon, right? Baphomet, right? And that is what you're being converted to in the churches, by the sounds of things, you know. You wanna save all the animals now. Don't want to eat animals and whatever. You know, it's just the social agenda that's going on, man. That's just really getting out of hand, man. Okay, and I said this is just gonna be a little video because I did the majority video yesterday, but this is something I was thinking about afterwards. You know, this is the God that you're starting you're becoming to worship inside the churches. You know, in this new politically correct social movement. That's what you're conforming to, right? But like I said, you've always been worshiping idols, man. But it's just getting an upgrade or whatever you want to call this, man. All right, so we just get a couple of scriptures here. First Galatians chapter 1 verse 6. All right, it says, I marvel that ye are so soon removed from him that called you into the grace of Yahushua unto another gospel, which is not another, but there be some that trouble you and will pervert the gospel of Yahushua, right? They're just perverting the teachings that's in the Bible, man. And that's all they've ever done, and it can only confound the simple, right? The wicked, right? It ain't going to confound the elect. Okay, the elect know what the hell you're doing, right? We know what the Bible states. Okay, we understand the writings that are in this book, right? You ain't gonna pull the wool over their eyes, man. We ain't gonna conform to your new social norms, you know. But the simple believe of every word, man, and all that gender neutral God stuff, man. That's a whole lot of BS, man. They're just trying to put up on the people, man. You know. So yeah, they pervert the gospel. Okay, oh, God's a woman now. We're gonna remove the he's and the fathers, and we're gonna, because it's misogynistic. It's not fair for the women, right? They should be included more. All this stupidness. You know, you've been removed from the gospel, even though you're not really on it anyway. But you're being further removed from the gospel, right? Okay, nothing but perversions are going on right now, right? It says verse 8, but though we or an angel from heaven preach unto you another gospel, they want to changing up the cornerstone of all of this, the fundamentals of everything, man. Like, you ain't even meant to take heed to that, man. Like, throughout time, the Most High has been known as a man, a male. Okay, he, father, all of this, right? It's been well known, right? And now you want to change it, now you want to change that. Oh, what was it? What was this other thing I heard the other day, man? I'm pretty sure, like, they got. I know about obviously the pink Bible and all that kind of rubbish, right? But there was even something I'm swearing I heard that the Lord, Christ, Jesus Christ, right? This use your terms, right? Was bisexual or some shit or something stupid like that, man. Like what are you people doing out here, man? Just to appease a particular community, like you change the gospel out this much, and you got people accept this, man. Yeah, yeah, Jesus was is a he's non-binary, he's what? It is this place is just madness, man. It's just madness. But anyway, right? It says, but though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you than that we have preached unto you, okay, again from the apostles, by the way, the apostles taught this word, and if anyone teaches a different gospel and different so-called truth or whatever, man, let him be accursed. It says, right? As we said before, so say I now again, if any man preach on any other gospel unto you than that ye have received, let him be accursed. For do I now persuade men or God? Right, you're doing this for, this whole movement is for the appeasement of men and these groups and whatever. It's not because it's godly. It's not because it's right. It's not because it's righteous or anything like that. It's because, they want more followers or whatever. Because they've been losing followers, man. The church is losing followers, right? But, to the idea of this, this gender fluidity thing, it's like, you're doing it for men's sake. You're not doing it because the most, it's backed by anything at all, right? It says, for do I now persuade men or God, or do I seek to please men? For if I yet please men, I should not be the servant of Yahushai. But I certify you, brethren, that the gospel which is preached of me is not after man, right? And that is the same thing. Beginning of our elders and apostles, man, we don't teach these things because it's what I believe personally, like for us, or we're doing it for our sakes, right? This is just the truth, okay? And we're bringing you the truth. All right, we're not in this for our own selfish agendas. All right. So quickly. All right, that's pretty much the point. All I want to get out of that. Right. So people are being further removed from this gospel or the Bible. And it's unrecognizable at this point. Okay, it's not even connected to the scriptures or reality or anything, man. All right. And I just want to go back in Romans 1. I brought that out in the previous video, right? 1 and 20 says, for the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. Because that when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, and changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like unto corruptible man. Like, you can't, Most High doesn't change, right? You can't change him to fit what you want. That's why the Bible doesn't move with the times. You can't get the Bible to change with the times, man. It doesn't change. What is right is always right, and what is wrong is always wrong, no matter when it was said. Right? These statements are always true. Right? You can't make the scriptures and God and the Lord change with the times to suit the needs of men. You can't do that. Okay? That is a criminal act, right? You can't do that. It doesn't shift with the times, man. You have to accept the scriptures. You have to accept the Bible, not the other way around. You have to conform to the book, to the will of the Lord, not the other way around. The Most High don't have to conform to our needs. Why does the Most High care about that? Or because we want to do a particular thing, or this world wants to do wickedness. You think the Most High is going to give you the green light to go do wickedness? Of course he's not. That's why there's judgments written. But because you want this world to be a particular way, you want to do a particular type of wickedness, and the world is pushing towards that, you think, oh, we got to change up the doctrine, we got to bring in reasons why, God's with it, and make everyone feel comfortable. No. No. Okay, that is not how it works. All right, and that is exactly the reason why this place is going to be judged, because if God loved everybody and He was happy with anything that you were doing, the Lord would not have to come and judge this place, man. But the fact of the matter is, this place is wicked, man. It's going hella off. The world is corrupt, just like it was before the flood. Earth is corrupt, right? Because you've left the way. Okay, you've left the way to life. All right, and now the Lord's got to bring the judgment. All right. So then change the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image like made like to corruptible man and to birds and four-footed beasts and creeping things. Right, Baphomet is in here right now. Right, the goat. Right. So yeah, it's this thing is just being changed and altered just to suit the needs of men. Okay, to bring in more wickedness into the world. That's all it is. All right. Second Corinthians chapter 11 verse 3 says, "But I fear lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through subtlety," right? And they're trying to be slick. They think they're slick. Oh, going back to the article, if I can remember it correctly, they were saying, "Oh, yeah, we've known for a long time, and yeah, the Most High has not been a man, and all this bit." Like, where? How? Sorry, like, come on, man. I went through it yesterday. The name Yahweh, the Yah at the beginning of the name means he. It's a masculine, what they call that, phrasing or whatever it is that you want to call that. You got different language. You got feminine terms. You got masculine terms. Okay, the Most High's name is a masculine term by default. His name has the Yah at the beginning, which means he. Hell is referenced as father. You're gonna take all these words out. Just to suit your agendas. Come on, man. But you're trying to act like that. We've always known this. The scholars knew this already, and but now we're letting you know. Now we got this whole LGBT thing moving on. Now we're gonna let you know that we always knew that too. Convenient, right? And you got the Pope out here blessing, putting his blessings upon the LGBT community and all this kind of stuff there, right? You know, it's not a crime or it's not a sin or whatever he was talking about. He trying to promote them now. All right. Anyway, right? It says so your mind should be corrupt. Well, let me read it again. So, but I fear lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through subtlety, so your mind should be corrupted from the simplicities that is in Yahweh Shai. Okay, you people get corrupted out here, left, right, and center, because the simple believe every word of the devil, right? You ain't trying to stick to the simplicity that's in the scriptures. You're listening to this devil, man, talking like he's talking out of the scriptures when he ain't, because you don't know the scriptures. And that's the whole point. That's why you got to study to show yourself approved. So when they talk and they're talking like it's coming out of the scriptures, but you should already know that it ain't coming out of the scriptures. Okay, you got to be like the Church of Berea. That was the whole point. That you got check for yourself, man. You don't just listen to these fucking clowns. You know. For he that cometh preaching of another Yahweh Shai, whom we have not preached, or if you receive another spirit, these men are on a whole different type of vibration, man. Whole different spirit. You know. Like something like this shouldn't even be up for debate. This shouldn't even be a talking point. Like, oh, is God a man or a woman? Or is he gender neutral? Is he? Come on, bro. How long? Like, if you've been in the church, man, you've read enough of the Bible to know that the Most High is a man, right? Come on, man. Like, but you're gonna still be. You still gotta let these dudes convince you that, oh, yeah, maybe that's not the case. Whatever, man. That you're weak, right? You're weak, man. All right. It says, if he that cometh preaches another Yahweh Shai, whom we have not preached, or if you receive another spirit which ye have not received, or another gospel, another good news. Like, that's what I'm saying. Now these Christians, well, it's been like this way, but the Christians see the whole world could be saved, right? God loves the whole world. The whole world can be saved or whatever. But that's not part of the gospel, man. That's another gospel. That's good news for the rest of the world, yeah. But that's not the gospel according to the scriptures. The good news pertains to Israel, their salvation. And it's just been full of these corruptions and teachings and doctrine that the Catholic Church has been proliferating, man. And this is just fucking the next one, the next bullshit that they're gonna bring in or trying to bring in or whatever. Right? It says Or if you receive another spirit which ye have not received, or another gospel which ye have not accepted, ye might well bear with him. All right. And we're just going to close out with this, right? 2 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 14 says, "But ye not," it's like, be ye not, be ye not, well, am I saying that right? Be ye not, so like, yeah, be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion have light with darkness? And what concord have ye, how shall with Belial? Or what part have ye that believe with an infidel? Right? They're not the same. They're the opposites, man. Okay, and where you're going is complete opposite to what the scriptures is got. What the scriptures is stating. You're believing doctrines of devils, man. Right? So then what agreement have the temple of God with idols? Okay, and in your mind, your churches and your mind is full of idols, man. And you don't even realize it. Right? For ye are the temple of the living God, as God hath said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. Okay, again referencing to the Israelites, right? Wherefore come out from among them and be ye separate, man. You need to run from the church, man. The church has been bringing in, but it's just bringing in more crazy demonic doctrines, man. Okay, you need to lead the church. All right. Wherefore come out from among them and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. And I will be a father. Be a father, right? The male is the father, right? I will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughters, saith the Lord Almighty. All right? Because like I say, the church is replacing the Most High with Baphomet, man. That's what's happening right now, right? That's how you're gonna find out that you're really worshiping. Okay, but like I said, this is just a quick video, man. Lord willing, is edifying, and I'll catch you brothers and sisters on the next one, man. So till next time, I say shalom.